And finally, the camp of Bawumia, I said, Dennis Miracle Aboagye, the leader of the communication team, Abel reply, Nana Jantuah, in fact, Miracle Aboagye clash with Nana Jantuah one-on-one on Internet TV and now no pay. If I attack ya, Nana Jantuah be attacking Bawumia no. Enye easy. Me want to no actually wadwen amame. Ewo comment section. Aha Penyah block media. Me so say any demo. Obe like video no other my subscribe button so na be click notification icon for latest updates. Na be chere wadwen dey amame. Ewo comment section. Me so ba so no shame for so enya be ahwe. Etunim ade a trend dey na Jantuah attack obe ready on Bawumia. Ni nyina estate abra na Jantuah ebe ka say Bawumia a fine gentleman. Politics mo oni atem. Na Kevin tell be di na Jantuah atem. Esa na Nana Jantuah e kan da asem na Nana Jantuah ni mu se abronye eye adwuma ema Bawumia is abronye edi atem dia ene indirectly no Bawumia na edi atem eno ana Nana Jantuah ni ba na ho so ene ne the second coming no obe ready serious attack on Bawumia chire Bawumia enye presidential material ko se abronye etim di nipa atem kuruma se Bawumia nkasai na se abronye edi tunu se o ye adwuma support Bawumia de se Bawumia eye interest in Antimidi Abronye di amanfo. It is because of that no. Bawumia any presidential material, he can't be a leader. What I say? Emma that Kevin tell a year. Or no be kan dan kwase ase me kire. Nana Jantuah no e make it dan kwase U10 e kan kwase nkire Bawumia no. Kevin tell why in the attempts no. On several occasions, di nipa temu krom ha. Esa de tu ni ho. Say me ye adwuma Mahama, me support Mahama. I am protecting John Mahama. But all this were Nana Jantuah ntimi kan say Mahama tena ho e ma Kevin Tre di nipa tem say ka or support or no Mahama there any Mahama enye presidential material o ntimi kan bi. Ama even as of ene now no pay ko Kevin Tre page go post o make ye. As I say Mahama e kasa nuru atikwa na o kasa the issue of hate speech yenya yemmo modern say wetin metu ase no ko Kevin Tre dey watch there we posting afenyo marking a picture lawyer afenyo marking we posting the picture and we actually to ase say eni say yema sebe appointee we e kasa e join the vetting committee e was eni pa we ye de ne koma wankwa na nkwanselefo na omutwitwa no cheze hate speech ene as of ene Monday ko police wa make ni nyina de Nana Jantuah wo hunu ehwanimu nyaatwum ni nhwanimu eno ana no perabusia Dennis Miracle Aboagye ne bo anwoso ene ne ono Nana Jantuah one on one on Internet TV in fact o ma clash hard one
run down other citizens, attack their credibility one way or the other. I believe say before Kwebe into the issues, one of the things that we want to put on record is say you have been completely unfair to Dr. Bawumia. Your commentary on him, your position on certain issues around him is beginning to come across as probably based with too much emotions. And I'm sure say you will take it in good faith, knowing you. And you know we are individuals. We push our opinions forcefully, sometimes very aggressively. And so because of that persona that we have, I believe we are built to also take him when it comes to us. For example, say who can say Abronye that's baby edi obi atem yene mebi enunti Dr. Bawumia, because of that Dr. Bawumia is not fit to be a leader. I think say logic is completely flawed and it's laced with emotions and not necessarily based on deductions, rational analysis of the issue. And I explain to you why. Could you? Abronye Ganani, Yedikai. The Tosumino or your penny complete adults. Your Tosumiansa, Patriotic Party. Why the original chairman of the New Patriotic Party? Original chairman of the New Patriotic Party here. Ghanaian. Oye MPP ni. Na MPP aje na tum se otumi dina me yeto abama no. Ewo region bi mu. Nti abonye eko contest elections. The elections no contest here no. Dr. Bawumia enka guarantesa. Omo guarantee ma abonye no ho. Dr. Bawumia enka vetting committee a omo vete eclair abonye no ho. Abonye independently as an adult, as a Ghanaian, as a member of the MPP. Eko ne man for ho ewo Bono region. Etro mo di ntia senia otie bia no. Omo to abama no. No meti omonim ewo region em. And omo to abama no. Remember oko elections and win here. What it means is that the man for a to abama no enim di omo hu omo to abama no. Dr. Bawumia nto abawa ho. Dr. Bawumia nto aba ewo Bono region. And he could not have been a contributor to Aboagye winning the election in the Bono region because Abane Kaye and Aboagye win here. Fast forward, Aboagye as a party member at a platform, media platform to say Akojo, they had to pay what is ye no one in so you transfer everything come. And I would in Juma. And Aboagye canism. And since some be who be a wide identify say and ye. A banner saying, and that's a Gandia media more in Aboagye a Bono, but Bawumia no can say a voter region. Aboagye Bono regional chairman, but Bawumia a member of the Bono region MPP, or a member of the MPP. The constituency were Wale. But a high-level leader of the MPP, but a national executive member. If I say, how do we even put it? Leader of the party. Leader of the party. Your leaders of the party. Your party in Penyah. Your one more party in the show, Monsa. Me no can say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and Kasano. On the mobile pro, or party for Naiswa, or party leaders was almost say, almost to Abaye Emano. Say regional chairman be a DB, a way you cool him. Na said the original chairman a year, no, and 3 years, and yet former vice president, and I say flag bearer aspirant, whether Bawumia, whether Kennedy Japan, whether Brian Achiampong, whether Duchum, whether Kwabene Japan, and yes, sir, hopeful, so no. And a regional chairman no ya onye because remember say ekuo no ye de mbra na era na ekuo no ye kuo ne mbra no emma wo flag bearer and I say former flag bearer and I say former vice president to me over a regional chairman at best the obeya ne say ebia wo kojo minimum na waka bibi na ntwe ye na mafafo na mafra say go you na dey we aka e dey say nko yi o me ko abroche memu no bi ka say na wo ga na ni na oti ho e na radio station back on in share from presenter kojo o kan something no sika no e na nnen kasa no na yes na makika sansem na me say na Ghana ni na me fi Ghana ampa e no ye Ghana radio presenter but the first time me fi Ghana nin say me na me channel the one year the obetumi akire Kojo Jantuah they are on air. The owners and the management of Insira. And me just because me Ghana na Kojo nso ye Ghana ni. Because they are Kojo ye no. Me egu me ho fi. Egu Ghana ni na ho fi nti. Me metumi akire Kojo ni. So me frɛ Kojo na me catch na opa notie, opa ontie. But ye wo mo a eye o masudie a o metumi atwe Kojo aso. Ana uja sa nkrofo no weja kwesitum weja management of insida na wo de weni besa miracles a ono aba come o se monto abama no e ka chen say ye nto ma wo because wo kromu wo radio presenter bi a ogu mo man ho fi ana wo ne nkasa na wo be gyan say nto abama Obekaya, there was a point in time the general secretary of the party issued statement I refer the original chairman Aboagye to the disciplinary committee. Adentina general secretary Nan Kanche Dr. Bawumia said on no issue we ma sanction Aboagye because he has no such mandate. Nede the okay nyina say Dr. Bawumia money awaye nyina ne say Aboagye bie na no kan say about one MPP kono me Aboagye metwa ma Dr. Bawumia because of that inti Sabroye numu nsuo anaso no ma petisia ono mo Dr. Bawumia di mu odi benku a odi Bawumia di mu simply because Aboagye as one of the voters. Remember Aboagye na organize elections no Aboagye na friend is saying over running presidential primaries no kojo Aboagye just one voter out of the 280,000 voters that Dr. Bawumia Moabato. Remember, in the context of these elections, yes, he's the regional chairman of Bono region, but he has only one vote. And into the Dr. Bawumia vote no, on Wangasanam Bono region no, he has only one vote. Dr. Bawumia also will be a vote. Vote no so. Yenim tuntum num fita nim we yem pubi vote na wope nipa ne so beto ma na sebe o ya ponte kura na so ba koto ma so bedane kraman ana bedane akokọ no eno ye wadwuma semre no so na se wo se wo ya ponte banka wo ye friend se kraman e beboa wo be frɛ onua na de na wo nda ne wo ho enye kraman se na wo si ya ponte se mi de be hadwo na wo nye kraman mai se nipa ne pa no say match but okase ontia won't mean anything because you have absolutely no mandate over that person. But you may miracles. Me a member of the Dr. Bawumia campaign team. Me a director for communications. It may some know Kasanopi. Se me kaka se fibia kuya. Dr. Bawumia bet me a frame. Now watch my son. In fact, bet me a frame say, hey, if you ne comment Kasama me be what me jiwedi me to me no ye dwuma biom. Eno no ye because ono na wa fa me se me mbeka ne team ho na me mbeboa no ye den enye campaign. Aboagye onka Dr. Bawumia team ho. He has no role, no function, no responsibility in the Dr. Bawumia team. As a stakeholder, Aboagye is only a voter, one of the voters. Eto about MPP more. Flaberes in our press 1 million vote. Osio beto ma Dr. Bawumia. 2023. Aboagye this one once what is so dear baby support and answer Okasama Dr. Bawumia. Baby. Oh baby I know dinner. But I feel say meto about my Dr. Bawumia even though previously my yenesa. Inti kojo Edin pa se o try se o chi Dr. Bawumia eba se Aboagye ye na de Aboagye ye regional chairman of the MPP no I say MPP ekuo wo penifo wo leaders wo different obi a one responsibilities MPP no wo mbra ye members de no o say Aboagye subanti enunti Dr. Bawumia nse fata se obeye leader wabra Aboagye onye Dr. Bawumia campaign team member na Dr. Bawumia tiano onye adwuma ma Dr. Bawumia na Dr. Bawumia tiano na Dr. Bawumia nye chairman of the MPP onye general secretary of the MPP ono so ye penny to send all the other leaders na omo pray akonya the MPP for no enti asodie kro na wo de bo Dr. Bawumia I don't know when to me am fan the other leaders and so and no pay to meet you no kojo respectfully me te say na wo ka say Odi Honorable Richard Ananiatem Emma Wo Dr. Bawumia. Omo Ojo Matem no Diba Wo Dr. Bawumia. I think it's very, very unfair to Dr. Bawumia. So what you hear could you say near Mexico Kono? Obi Beka say one na what they can say 2028 MPP be lose elections no. and oh yeah, the obey bia, send the papa mo, send the bonny mo, oh yeah, the obey bia, send the obey group in the motion. Now, my wasam now, what can I be? I saw what customer to announce with their prophet EDA. Almost share community and after the more campaign. Want to work, Ubi says other way. Because Mitie, I brought in some more kaye, Nintokwa, and then Nakasa on the doctor Richard Anane, and Yano. They be no Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in womb. Dr. Nani and Kokase, Ebia, Ubikoka, Bawumia, and I brought you could in the Penatem. I brought you so, Casano, one cow will be other. Said Dr. Nani Akaset, Dr. Bawumia, and into no dinatem. Dr. Nani say there was a national council meeting. Omampeni Kufuor beka assembly. Na no one say abronye na sorry eyi Omampeni Kufuor no. E na abronye so ade tin ono so abeyi Dr. Anania no. Nkomo mienu nyina afanu mienu nyina yi. Bebie ni wa omobo Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia die. Bebie ni wa Richard Anane kan say eye Bawumia sem e na Omampeni Kufuor eka e na abronye beyi ano. In fact, the national chairman of the party, acting national chairman Krabeka said, Libya Sakrampo ANC and National Council. And the Ebane Central and a Dr. Richard Anane and the Abroyan to call Penyah, Ebaya Dr. Bawumia. Where in the conversation could you you any indication that say Abroye AD Richard Anane after because of Dr. Bawumia? Where? See, Ojitum, Aboagye say Afia Bay, or better, my Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. But that doesn't mean say Bibi Aboagye Biano, let us all the better to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Sanet Yadia, and you say, or man, you can't name to me. I brent your war, America, yeah, could you? Or say, or supported John Mahama, or company Mama John Mahama. I will dig and be at them, or can ask someone and you throw a bit out also, not on phone about 2 screens. So now I can't do what I could and say, the BL. Now we do what them, now I cover some basa, and somewhere in Sabe, or the woman, or do a beer, no chant trotting, or no dear Yasim, or will be some, will be a cron for, be or can be beer, the woman, the enemy, no cafe. Men take that. So what I say, because of our brand TNT. John Mahama, His Excellency, a bad leader.
Okay,
is it the case that because of
Mamimbram quickly.
Oh, thank you, this year.
Okay, quickly. Now,
is it the case? Is it the case that because what Kato was said, sending out the MPP no dear, one to see and baby Audiano, on pen people in well, I share. Yes, about friend is saying, time I walk on my 2 years. This side in the own Shiana. Because when I see a code now, can we say, Sabranti and some more kicking in Nano, or Mampeni John Romani Mama and Asomano, and on Mampeni John Romani, my money, yes, I do. Now, say, if that is your principle there, if that principle is what you are placing on Aboagye there, on a friend saying Bawumia there, then it means that won't mean deny, say, John Mahama is Excellency. Say Jumana Abrante no American or Yama John Mahama is Excellency. Now, if indeed that principle hold, now say Abrante ni Juma Emma John Mahama no dio bi atem dio oteko also dio ten ni bi asofo e DB man for dio behind atem. Now say still what say in spite of that NDC the omuntra kwanya so John Mahama His Excellency in your company, but Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia there Aboagye there na waye there into many leader there. Could you now say it's easy for anybody to conclude say as a said what be any emotions be that when you're towards MPP any Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia any answer yes because the same stick, the same measure now would they ma Aboagye Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia I would expect and call it the same measure every man John Mahama His Excellency and then a down for your America. It is a would say Aboagye and some more kicker. And someone for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, but Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is in the trade. Now, Dr. Anunti Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to me a good leader there. And your man Penny John Dramani Mahama, international MPP in Trabontano. So, we could go to a.
All right. Brad, we have 2 minutes now, so Number one, I acknowledge opinion and that is fair. I understand it. I'm not expecting you to understand me. It's okay. But let me state it on record. Say me on the issue of Kevin Taylor on many accounts on my platform. Odidi matembe brenyene. Maybe it was multimedia as management, and I catch him say I should not respond to Kevin Taylor. And on my platform, I've stated that Kevin Taylor, NDC, and John Mahama, and their support on many platforms. And later on, I will share. So it is erroneous for people to think that I have never condemned Kevin Taylor, say, Odidi Obiatem, because I be me as Anthony. And I stated that Kevin Taylor, to create a tension between other tribes and Asante here on this very platform, even around 2024. I've stated it, so it is never true. Say I've never condemned. The only reason why I don't talk about him is because management is say so, and that's the point. The other thing, and they say, you think, say, Abronye responded to me, and he said, okay, say, Sebin, because some now okay, kaka, na udidi na poatem ni Bawumia tebechin. This time around the day, okay, be fab Dr. Bawumia wa miama betnase. No ma can be actual. Are you saying, say, if he is not a member of your party, which I agree, a kind of campaign team, which I agree, anything that he says, for Bawumia, projecting Bawumia, no, any relevant and
First of all, my address for Kevin Taylor issue. So you see, the problem that everybody will have with you is that you cannot treat Kevin Taylor's issue simply. To mean treaty issue, simply on the basis of Makana Samuda, Mekaeda, and Pennyforce Media Intimidai. Me say, or no, Nin Samo Pekan attempt the Dim Pennyfo or my women. Abronye dia now, why now wokano, a humbo or ha. It is a wofi say Abronye dia no, which
I have never endorsed him insulting anybody. So okay, Kate, Memoir Casabra.
I am saying,
I'm just saying I have never
because I extended Abronye's accents to a third party.
Because I have stated the second.
Why haven't you extended that gentleman?
I have done it on the platform recently. I'm responding.
So why are you rooting for John Mahama to be a leader?
I am not rooting for John Mahama.
When he has a supporter who is insulting everybody,
I am not sure. I'm not sure John Mahama will be on the ballot on 2028. I'm not sure. I'm not sure.
John Mahama was on the ballot on 2024 when the gentleman was insulting our king, and yet you insisted, sir, MPP will lose and John Mahama will win.
I said MPP will lose not based on Kevin Taylor. I said they will lose based on the economy. So let's separate it.
I'm just using
Minya, I'm just begging you that don't bring in Kevin Taylor to make an analogy about me because
I would because you are using a certain measure. That measure is contradictory to your position.
How?
The point is that there is a gentleman. Okay, so there are two people in this country. Two people. Bako, and I'm simply using on the face value. Bako, you say Odi Obiatem according to what in the name of Dr. Bawumia.
What did he mean so much tempe?
Me pacho yo. Bako so Edi Obiatem. We do so watem in the name of John Mahama.
Yes.
I will say the Onudi Obiatem. I will say we do atem no in the name of Bawumia. It's son say we do atem. Now, also supported Bawumia. Bawumia is a bad leader. But you are failing to also come and tell the same listeners to say, the other gentleman, no, no, so do be atem. I would do two for them, Eddie Wankasan, so what them no. Or supported John Mahama openly. See, or no, John Mahama Babe. You have not been able to tell us that John Mahama is a bad leader.
Okay, so
okay,
good. Okay, I agree. The fact I'll call him doubles. I agree, but I'm just saying, who is Kevin Taylor in NDC?
He's a supporter of NDC. He brought NDC to power.
Great.
He opened his mouth to say it.
Who is Abronye in MPP?
He is a member of the MPP. He is a regional chairman of the party.
Okay, so in Monamote politics as a chairman, when we talk about a regional chairman and against just a supporter, when Nanimu do in terms of political discussions?
So you see, there's something called convenience in argument. Your convenience here is that Kevin Taylor, and as a branch in America now, can I say, on your regional chairman, into dear Tema Jomahama Kra, it doesn't make Jomahama a bad leader.
I have not said so.
But
I have not said so.
Now then, say it's here.
You can infer, but I have not said so.
No, but that is what you are saying.
I have not said so. Never endorse Kevin Taylor's insult. I don't, because me a victim, so I've never said so.
You see,
let's move on.
I have never even said you have endorsed his insult. I am only pointing out a fact.
Right.
That if you are going to measure Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia by a third party's action, then you cannot fail to measure John Dramani Mahama, His Excellency, with the same measure.
Right.
That is double standard.
So you
that is all I'm
also
saying.
I'm asking finally, say you don't think say Abronya or trances in a bit say bia or you just a sympathizer of Dr. Bawumia, Ninsembia or Bekebiano will not affect your chances as Dr. Bawumia team more project say on no was say motomano e MPP ni ma you feel say Abronya.
So let's come to that. In all honesty, we have over 280,000 voters we are campaigning to. There are hundreds of thousands of voters who support Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. They are all supporting in various ways. Dr. Bawumia, Kennedy Japan, Kwabre Japan, in different ways. Their actions within their communities at all times could attract or deter a voter, whether Kennedy Japan or Dr. Bawumia or whatever. However, it is completely unfair for you to come and say, because of a supporter's action, and I say a supporter's action is endorsed or supported or subtly validated by the candidate. That is what we are talking about here. Because you see, in all your commentary, there's a subtle position I would take. You say, Abronya the Oyeno, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to me calling no sword and so on and so. And I am telling you, say, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia cannot call Abronya to order. Abronya, after all, I don't know supporting Bawumia. Bawumia supporting Abronya. It's Abronya bet to make a say, Bawumia crowd, me to Obama.
Enti se obi supporting obi na nipa krono e kan sembia ebe ha o party na untimi nkan support and say madam Fujai.
Me pa hold on. Kweku Asante Boateng. MP na obekan say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ene ne nkrofo as slaves. Omo ye slaves, omo outside no kasama Kennedy Japan. Man say wo ka say Kennedy Japan is a bad leader because Kweku Asante Boateng MP na bekasa nsem no. Honorable Chairman, ekra microphone, ejina Honorable Kennedy Japan campaign afe. Efre Fulani for all manner of names. Ekeka nsem basa efa MPP ni Honorable MPP ni Madam Samira Bawumia. Man tese o kai say Honorable Chairman Suban no ene nsem no kan no. Ene Honorable Kweku Asante Boateng nsem no kan ni nti Kennedy Japan is a bad leader. That is what let your listeners begin to believe. Say
no, it did not lead my listeners.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia
it led Bawumia supporters, not my listeners. And so
no, please, your listeners.
Not my listeners.
What makes you think say? What makes you think that you are in the head of every listener? You think everybody endorses what you say?
No, I don't have a problem, but the point is, our listeners are everybody.
Let me say that. Let your listeners appraise it. It's not up to you.
No, because I'm just saying, say finally, I'm just saying, say. For you think that
yes. Okay, about Haptel. And I will not even do what you are doing on air. Because on the Haptel matter, my board video now no PHK 5 times. I was just listening. I said, the empire now okay at that time. And this is what you said. And I quote you. Now the damn Kweku Fuado and then the Bawumia no more Omakwate Haptel. That is all what you said. In English, what it means is that Nana Kweku Fuado and Bawumia have founded Haptel.
Okay, so are you aware? Say after hold on. After that, when people misunderstood what I said, the following day, that was Friday, on this same platform, I'd explained that, and I've shared that one also on the platform. And you are still dwelling on the first one.
You said what on the platform, Kojo?
I have said on the platform.
You know what you said? Let me tell you what you said.
What did I say?
What you said was that Mankada, Bawumia, helped or any dia, the America, and say, but that is not what you said. What you said is out there. I have listened to it 10 times today. So what I was expecting you to do, Nisan Kabeka said, oh, it was a war. Maybe crying said, Nana don't Bawumia na attackìng Hypocríte, but I got it wrong. The other person said, but that was not what you said. What you did was that you came to defend and justify. In fact, you called those who were saying, say, okay, say Bawumia and attackìng Hypocríte, say, okay, so now that is a problem, could you? You see, we are very, very highly argumentative people. Because of that persona, no, we should be willing and ready to also embrace certain times when we make mistakes. Well, I was listening to your conversation on Hypocríte. I see all the gaps. I will send you a copy of the Hypocríte agreement.
Well, I have it also here. So maybe we'll talk about that.
Agreement, you cannot make Hypocríte now 19 years. 19 years for Ghana. You're calling to election 2024 with you planting in the heads of your listeners.
Miracle. Let's do the Hypocríte one maybe some other time. We talked about this one.
Wadaroma. Aboagye is a member of the New Patriotic Party. He's a regional chairman. For that matter, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia need to make say one so.
That's it.
You bet me and say, Oceano Becca say, 1 minute the idea and you guys. And boy, Aboagye pa obeti.
Bawumia catcher.
Of course. Let me even give you evidence. There was a day. The video is out there. I'll share with you. When in Federal.
Maybe some specific Bawumia a catcher and say,
yes, Messi, of course. I've told you that. I've given you a specific answer already.
Okay.
I've given you a specific answer. Of course.
Yes. Yes. Share mommy now mention or because
share them
share that the on any kind, if you have it.
Bawumia ne Aboagye kasa no me video me say ma. What are you talking about?
There's evidence.
Me say there was even a time the chief of staff of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's office, Vice President office, Federal, F. Aboagye. You know, Aboagye discussed the issues related to comments be Aboagye make here on a software. The next day, Aboagye betina TV so catch there and say, Dr. Bawumia na Osuma Federal say, on the member Casano. Almost a microphone, a mommy. I'm not the matter. Federal never tell me the amenye.
All right.
And he is right.
Matty.
And yet Federal and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia they bet me at the regional chairman on yet. The party, the general secretary and the chairman of the party, they have a responsibility and a mandate over the regional chairman.
And
you know this. So it is unfair. You need to apologize to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia for the kind of names you have called him
for
clearly, acting by an adult.
No problem.
That doesn't work for him.
But I still stand by what I said. I will not apologize. I will not apologize. Dennis, I will not apologize. Let's end it here, Dennis. Respectfully, I will not apologize. I still stand by it. Mama, as my brother, Mama, all the opportunity to explain your point, and I respect it. I will not apologize. I say that the Aboagye baby will have an effect on Dr. Bawumia. If this is it, I will not apologize. This is what the people are thinking. If this is what you disagree, I respect it, Dennis. So let's end it here. I will say,
Miracle, say, Miracle Aboagye has always been the gem, the man, the gentleman, and I always love his submissions. Because Nana Jantuah about hard time one. It was with Jay Nyachum, and you share anymore. No, untimin to a crafwa, you to a craft. As a wood ruby, and a bimani more ha, and there be other people for any madani, and people are trapping is you, and there be all win, and there be an people am a part in a tino, and I attractive, no, and I got conon, and dear Ben, what NDC one, and men this year connoisseur people, and there by a day, and there be an people in your conon, there be and some hunu, quasia kikasa, now they actually no coffee no coda. Eddie some granny, Eddie as in me. Chirawaje, mammy, ever comment session. Hi, Penyah Media, Accra.